almost Christmas.
It's a time for joy. All the girls and boys, they can all rejoice, 'cause they get new toys. Well, with all the gifts in Santa's bag, if you've been naughty, that's too bad. School's out for Christmas. Celebrate with us. 'Tis the Yuletide season. Time for blessings, time for cheer, time for songs of red-nosed reindeer. Well, we got no class, but we got some presents, and we got some spirit, but we ain't got a worthy right. School's out for Christmas. Celebrate with us. 'Tis the Yuletide season. Time for blessings, time for cheer, time for songs of red-nosed reindeer, frosty snowman, silent night, Santa's down the chimney tonight. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus.
You're gonna love my nuts.
Charming as an eel, Mr.
Yes.
Grinch. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Well, your brain is full of spiders. You have garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch.
I know y'all ain't dropping no sticky loads in my house.
I got this mistletoe.
What you want me to
I
get?
got this mistletoe.
The gift that keeps on giving.
School's out for Christmas. Celebrate with us. School's out for Christmas. Bless the Yuletide season.
He's excited. Look at his face. He can't wait.
Anticipation, ain't it?
Give it to him, baby. Stop. Yeah, good for you. Uh-huh.
Thing in here.
Say it again.
There's nothing in here.
Yeah, just like there's nothing in that head of yours. Okay, them grades is horrible. Them grades is horrible.
Terrible.
You earned that gift.
Yeah.
Every cent of it.
Every single
Oh yeah, go
piece of
ahead. Go ahead, walk away.
Where you go?
All them times I had to come up to the school, and your daddy had to come up to the school.
Taking off work.
You earned that gift.
You earned that thing.
Huh? Merry Christmas.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Hey guys, Dave Darren here with an anger management program that topped Charlie Sheen. Winning! I'll tell you, I was pissed. I was pissed from last night. Because last night I was supposed to have some Volkswagen guys on who lamed the fuck out. They were incredibly lame. They lost to the DeLorean guys, by the way. So if you're a lame guy, don't come at me. Look at this arm. Do not come at me. I'm going to be like Dr. Pole. You ever watch Dr. Pole, that veterinarian on the Animal Planet? I could get more of an audience if I went to my grandmother's grave, dug up her body, skull, took my Dr. Pole arm, rammed it up the skull's ass, animated my grandmother's mouth, and did a show that way. I think I can get more of an audience that way. Unbelievable. So here I am, Dave, in an anger mode today. A couple things pissed me off. I was going to talk about a whole series of stuff that pissed me off. But you know what? I got a whole brand new. It's a brand new show tonight. I got a brand new bunch of shit that's pissing me off. Here we go. Number one, I was on the Gilbert Catholic School site, and I'm going to tell you about that. It's like item number 4. It used to be item number 1. Now 3 other things piss me off more than that one. So I'm on there, and there's this teacher out there who says she's running this thing that she wants to allow uncensored birth images on Instagram. Guys and girls, do you want to see if my wife was given birth? Would I want to see that thing popping out full of blood and gore and gut? Would I want to see that thing popping out? I mean, I went in there with a nice clean vagina. Now I want to go to the hospital and see a dirty, bloodied up vagina with the kid popping out with slime all over it like it's from a horror movie. You know, I don't want to see that. I do not want to see it. I'd rather, you know, if you want to do it, if this lady wants to do something where if she wants to run a program like a GoFundMe or whatever it is for allowing birth images on Instagram, you know what I want to do? I want to be able to show my butthole with a big diarrhea duty popping out. That's what I want to show. I want to show that. And here we go. I got one for you guys so you can see what it would look like. There we go. That's what I want to show on Instagram. That's what I want to have. I don't want to see kids popping out all bloodied and gored up. I want to see a diarrhea duty popping out of my butt. That's what I think you guys would vote for that, wouldn't you? I think you really would. So I'll be back in a second. You know what I want to do? Someone sent me something today to show me how much everyone dislikes me. And it's in a song and dance mode. So here it goes. Someone sent this to me. And let me play it for you guys because I want to honor someone that dislikes me. So here we go.
This is Minaj, and Dave Darren is one of the most entertaining people out of New York City.
Wouldn't you say I fucking rock?
Deal with it.
Anyone want to call up for my anger management program, Winning? I'm going to do this more than I'm better than Charlie Sheen is at this shit because I can do it sober. I can be angry sober. I don't have to be stoned out of my mind. Let's see, if you want to call up and talk to me, it's 480-236-2111. What's everyone got to say here? Let me say hello to some people. We got Azariana. I wasn't sure what time, didn't get any notice. I think that's because Facebook, conspiracy theory, just like Art Bell, conspiracy theory. Everyone at Facebook and YouTube are blocking my shit up so it doesn't get out to you. It's like a constipation. It's blocked up. It's not a running smooth diarrhea. It's a constipation. I'm being blocked by Facebook and YouTube. Good to see John. Good to see Richard Groper. Groper. I'm here for the anger. You're at the right place. I'm here for the rage. Brig, you want rage or anger? What is more hostile, rage or anger? I don't know which. Let's see. Richard saying hello to Brig. Richard, I remember you wanted to get laid before with that chick. How about Brig? I mean, go over to where Brig lives and have some sex. Videotape it and send it to me, all right? Let's see. Who else is here? Who else is here? Dave is very disturbed tonight. I'm disturbed every night. Aren't I? Aren't I disturbed every night? I just hide some of it in. Didn't I? It's flowing like diarrhea. He didn't buy the DeLorean either. That's right. Not yet. And I'll tell you, I'm pissed at that too. You know, here I'm not that mad at this one, but I'll tell you. So today I found another DeLorean, right? Really cool looking vehicle. And I asked the guy, I said, are you a dealer or are you a private seller? And the reason for that is because in Arizona, if you want to call it a loophole or not, if you buy it from a dealer, it's like 8.3% tax. If you buy at private party, it's 0% tax. So I asked the guy, I say, are you a dealer or are you a private seller? I asked him for honesty. You know what he tells me? This guy must be Catholic. Because he's lying to me and he's going to go to confession on Sunday or on Saturday. He's going to receive the sacrament on Sunday. And he's going to have to go there and say, I lied to Dave Darren. This is what he told me. He said that he's a dealer, but he can sell it as a private party. He's a dealer, but he can sell it as a private party. So, if he's going to lie to me about that, don't you think the car's going to be fucked up? So I'm not buying that car. Fuck that. He's going to lie to me right off the bat. I asked him one question, I get one lie right off the bat. It's going to be a car of a nightmare. Already I got lied to. Strap in or strap on? What does that mean? What do you mean by that? No one wants to see that shit. Then don't watch it, Richard. If you don't want to see shit, and you don't want to see diarrhea forming of shit, then don't watch this show, okay? Reported. Oh, someone reported me. Probably this show won't last long because it's going to get reported tonight, right? Rage and animal stick. People can use YouTube notification bell, strictly all notification in the drop down. Nice. Everybody loves Brig. Bring a Richard Roper or friends of mine. Remember the group that kicked you out too? Who kicked who out? I got kicked out of the Woo Gab. I got kicked out of there. Someone was trying to run a survey to see if I should get, it was a Richard Dawson survey, to see if I should get thrown out of the Woo Gab website or Facebook group. And so as soon as I saw that, I thought, screw it, I'm retracting myself from that. I'm pulling myself out of that. I'm pulling out. I'm not into that. I'm pulling out. People vote for me to get, and then they said that it's a site. The Facebook group Woo Gab is a site that doesn't make judgment. Doesn't make judgment. You stood up. How much more of a judgment can it be to have a poll out there saying vote to see if Dave Darren stays or goes? Isn't that the ultimate form of judgment? God, I hate bullshit. Woo Gab is some kind of Facebook lame group about Heather Wade, which is called Weathered Hate. There's probably another one about Dave Schrader, whose nickname, by the way, is Shave Sphincter, if you want to know. Let's see, what else do we got here? I got some other. Here's number 2, the second one I want to be angry about. Showing, the same website I went to for the Catholic school thing that is going to be my discussion number 4. We're only up to number 2 and I'm already upset. Number 2 is this woman who's there. She puts like 8 pictures of her pregnant body out there. Now I got to tell you something. Some people get off on that. Some people will take all of those pregnant pictures and whack off one after another. They won't be able to use a printer because all the printer papers are going to be stuck together, including the printer is going to be covered in jizz, right? But there's like 7 pictures, 7, 8, 9 pictures of this girl pregnant. You see one, okay, it's cute. You see one. See a second one, you think, okay, there's a little bit of a beefy chick there. A little bit of a belly there. A little chunky chick, right? See the third one, it's a fat chick. I don't want to see pregnant pictures. I don't want to see them. So I took the pregnant picture, one of them, and of course I chopped the head off it. Here we go. Check this out. And then I decided to put an ass on the front of the horse's face. So, of course, the only ass I could really, really find, it should be on an ass, right? The only ass I could find to put out there, I'll put it out there again. I figured I'd put a Clinton ass on there. There we go. There's the biggest ass on the front of the head of that thing. What else do I... So that's the second thing that irritated me. Who really wants to see a big belly? You want to see big breasts, all right? If you want to hide the belly and show the breasts, I get it. I don't want to see the belly. Belly. I don't want to see a belly. What is people saying here? Let's see. I'll roll up here. Richard says his wife's in the anal. I don't know. I mean, I think I know exactly why. I think I know why, Richard. This is the reason. She doesn't want to see She doesn't want to see Dave's face. So she's facing the other direction. And she doesn't really care what hole he goes into because she's not into it at all. She probably doesn't even feel it going in there. It's too small to even feel it. So it doesn't matter. She doesn't want to see him, so she's facing the opposite direction, away from Dave's face, so she doesn't have to see him. and she'll just give him access to any hole because she's not going to feel it. She's not going to feel a single thing. She can go to sleep, and she can easily go to sleep because she won't feel anything. It'll be, go to sleep. And Dave's probably thinking her head's in the pillow out of enjoyment. Head's in the pillow because she's sleeping. That's why. Let's see, what else Jeff said. Oh, Jeff Banks. What does he say? Damn, Richard, he called you out. Buy a new printer. Did I lose contact here? What happened? Am I still online or did I unclick something? Richard says you have no fatties. Let's see, what else? Speed up here, hee-haw. You got a phone call here, probably from a heckler. Oh, this may be a daytime phone call. Let's take it. Hey, this is Dave Darren. What's going on?
Hey, Dave. This is Ray from Rose International. Extremely sorry contacting you so late. I just wanted to check with you. Are you looking for a job or a job change in Tempe, Arizona?
Am I? Oh, you're call. What's this for? Is this for a job?
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of job is it? Can I ask you that question? Where it's in Tempe, Arizona, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and this is with our direct client, Union Bank. Position title would be Senior Project Manager. Though it is a contract business role for short term, 2 months plus extension.
I can't understand.
And
what? Let me talk a little bit. Let me ask you some questions here. So, what's the hourly rate for this job?
we are offering $60 per hour.
$60 an hour. Usually at night, I spend a lot of money on hookers, so I need $75 an hour. I'm sorry, I need 75 because hookers are getting expensive now.
Okay.
And so's the alcohol because I got to get them drunk because I'm a kind of ugly looking guy, so I got to get them drunk so I get a hooker discount at least. So can this job get me 75 an hour?
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, 60 is the max for this job.
60 is the max. That's not good. That's not good at all. So how about
I'm very sorry for that.
what's some of the benefits? Any benefits with this?
Yes, you would receive 401k benefits as well as dental benefits, and there are certain benefits that you would receive as a contractor.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, send me some info. I'll check it out on email, okay? And I'll let you know if I can do it. Okay? Send me you have my email address. So send me an email. I'll check it out. I'm already doing stuff tonight, and I can't be bothered. I'm going to masturbate in a few minutes. So send it to me via email, okay?
Okay. D Marco _
There we go. That's the way you deal with telemarket people looking to get you jobs. Couldn't even understand the guy. I'm angry now about that too. I'm angry. Call me at that time to tell. It's 9 o'clock here in Arizona. If you got my resume, you know it's 9:15 in Arizona. Don't bother me now, right? Come on, wake up. Smell the weed. Smell that good Asian Indian weed. He's probably smoking Indian weed mixed with curry. Don't you think so? It's a curry weed he's smoking. See what else we got here. Jizz covered printers jam a lot. They do. You got to make sure you throw some lube in there before you start. Next rant. You guys are interrupting me. Stop with all this stuff here. Let me get to my third rant. My third rant. Public breastfeeding. We already talked about the pregnant woman. Now we got to see the kid being breastfed. I got to tell you something. And then I'm on this Facebook group. And I'm on there talking about breast. I said, I'm in a coffee shop. I actually went to a coffee shop. This is a couple years ago. And someone's breastfeeding in there. And I'm walking out, and I look at her. I said, I almost forgot to put milk in my coffee. Thank you so much. I'll go get some unless you want to squeeze me some out right here. You wouldn't believe the angered face I got from this woman. Man, it's a good thing she wasn't armed. It was a good thing. Because, when you go to a call, I don't want to see a breast. I don't, especially because, here's why. When you're pregnant, when you're not pregnant, the breasts look nice and firm. They're very cute. When you've had the baby, they're sagging, they're leaking, the nipples twice as long. I don't want to see that. I want to see the nice, cute breast, the perky one. I don't want to see that big baby feeding breast. I don't want to see it. And so, and then someone on the Facebook group says, it's food. We're feeding our child. We're feeding our infant. So you know what? If I had any kid, this is what I would do. A little infant, right? Can't chew. So it needs breast milk. That's what I would do. I would go to wherever they are, publicly breastfeeding their kid. I would make sure I got like a sloppy Joe hamburger, chew it up, kid next to me, my little baby infant, I'd chew up the food in my mouth, and I would spit it into my infant's child's mouth. And then everyone's going to get grossed out. That woman breastfeeding is probably going to vomit. And I say, but it's food. I'm feeding my infant. You're feeding your infant breast milk. I'm feeding my infant sloppy Joe. He can't eat it just like your kid can't eat solid food yet. My kid can't eat solid food either, so I'm chewing it up, and I'm spitting it into his mouth. You've seen birds do it. Birds do it. Birds and the bees got you pregnant. Birds do it. They feed their child that way. What's the matter with you? You want to breastfeed? Let me feed my kid the way I want to feed my kid. Oh, here we go. Jeff says breasts are not sexual organs. Tell me that next time I'm watching some porn, all right? Tell me that next time I'm watching some porn. What else? And that's another thing I got there. I got that. I get that too, right? Ah. What else? And you know what? I'll tell you what. If you want to, here we go. I found this song. If you want to be able to feed your child breast milk, here we go. Here's something for you guys to enjoy. Here's something to enjoy while I go grab a glass of milk, freshly squeezed from my next door neighbor who's pregnant.
Man boobs, I've got a couple of them. Man boobs, I'll have to learn to love them. Man boobs, don't think they'll ever go away. Man boobs, oh lordy, shut my mouth. Man boobs, the nipples pointing south. Man boobs, I guess they're here to stay. I recall my body back in high school. I was as lithe and as supple as a cat. And if you saw me strip, you saw a lean sexual whip. But now I am encased in 30 pounds of extra fat, and I've got man boobs. There's no way to deny it. Man boobs. I failed at every diet, and so I'm telling you tubes. You know that you're in trouble if there's a nip to armpit double. And if you don't think that's so, then you're in denial, fatso. And you've got a set of pendulous, transcendulous, and utterly stupendous man boobs.
Hey guys, Dave Darren back here. Finally, I'm going to get to topic number 4, which is the one that got me all hot this morning. If you remember about, this is back in July when we first got our brand new dog, Willie, all right? So I'm walking around this school, this Catholic school, right? My God, you cannot penetrate a Catholic, right? You can't, unless you're a priest with an altar boy. Then you can penetrate a Catholic, all right? But here we go. So I'm walking around the Catholic school. I see all this signage, a bunch of signs all over the place. There's too many signs in the entire country, actually. But I'm walking through the school. There's one sign says "Don't park here." It's in front of the trash cans. If you're stupid enough to park in front of a trash can, then you know what? Your car should be towed away as trash. Because how much brain power do you need to know not to park your car in front of the dumpster? Because then the big trash truck can't unload the dumpster, right? With all the bodies in it, with all the dead bodies. If you're in Philadelphia, the dumpster's full of dead bodies. So you don't want to be there anyway because it's going to smell bad. But so they got all these signs. So I'm taking videos of these signs, right? You may recall this. I'm taking videos and pictures of all the signs, and I'm walking our dog out there. There's no gate to keep you out of the parking lot, which surrounds the school, right? You got a little fence there with an opening so the cars can go through and people can go through. Then you got the parking lot, and then you got the school building, right? So I'm walking on the parking lot, taking pictures of taking video, live video, Facebook video of all the signs I see, and calling them out and saying, here, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't. And there were a ton of signs. I don't remember what they said. But I'm walking, and some guy comes out of the school, and he asks me what I'm doing. And I tell him I'm doing a YouTube show, and back then it was Facebook. I'm doing a Facebook thing about how much signs there are, and how many outrageous amounts of signs there are to tell people they can't do anything anymore. Our freedoms are gone. And our common sense, we don't need common sense anymore. We can just read the sign. But then so many of us are so brain dead, we can't read anymore either. So then some guy's got to come out and he's got to tell you what the sign says, right? So the guy comes out and he's telling me, he says, well, what are you doing here? And I said, I'm taking pictures of the sign, video with the signs. And then we're having a conversation. I said, how did you know I was out here? How did you know? Was there cameras in there? You saw a camera? And he said, no, there was no camera. Well, how did he come out? What was it, an act of God? God told him? God beamed some shit into his head saying, so wacky dude out there, go see what's going on. So I think that was lie number one. Lie number one, he was out there because the cameras told him I was out there. Then he's walking me, I'm walking around to go to the next place, which is not on the school property. I was naturally leaving the school property. And he's following me. He's like following to make sure I'm leaving. He's following to make sure I'm leaving. Now, if I didn't have my dog there, which was, well, I only had him like 2 weeks before that, so I didn't want to have any confrontation because I don't know what he's going to do, and I don't know what my dog's going to do, right? My dog might bite his penis off, and if he's not circumcised as a Catholic, he'll be circumcised after that. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to get out of there, I'm going to leave. And then as we're walking, then the phone rings. And he's talking to someone, and after he's done, I say, well, was that the security guy in the main building, making sure you're okay, making sure that I didn't cause any commotion, making sure that you're safe? He says, no, it's my wife. Bullshit lie number two. Bullshit lie number two. And then the whole thing there is there's a grounds there. There's a school grounds there where they play lacrosse. And they play and they have like kindergarten and all that there. And they were supposed to, according to the neighborhood, leave that thing unlocked on the off-school hours, and I was going there with the dog before the school hours, but it was also going there at midsummer when there was no school at all, right? So it's unlocked, and then suddenly, as soon as I leave there after that, now the thing is suddenly locked all the time, right? So then, fortunately, I found another place to go to. Today I went there because I ran out of duty bags for my dog. I didn't have any duty bags, and she had a diarrhea today too, so I needed a duty bag. It's hard to pick that stuff up too. And you want to make sure you get one that's not recycled. You know those recycled ones are a pain in the asses? Because if you keep them too long, they deteriorate. And when they deteriorate, your hand's touching duty. It's like toilet paper. If you're trying to work the toilet paper too much, your finger's going to pop right through it. It's the same thing with the dog duty bags. Same exact thing. So I'm over there with picking up the dog. Well, where was I? Where was I, guys? So I'm there. The school is locked, right? You're supposed to leave it open. Today I go there to get duty bags because I didn't have any. I didn't feel like going home. It was easier to go to that school playground than come home and pick them up. So I went to the school and I'm walking around. You know what they got now? They got a double lock. They got it locked with the key and the little piston that pops out to lock it. And now they got a chain with a padlock on it. So to infuriate people more that they were supposed to work with and work with the people who live in that community to give them the freedom to enjoy that park when the kids aren't in it, they double lock it now with a lock and a padlock. So that pissed me off. So, you know, I'll tell you what these guys are. Morning, I'm there in the morning, and there's a prick there. So you know what McDonald's is now serving in honor of this guy? They are serving a McPrick sandwich. That's what they call it. The breakfast sandwich now in Gilbert is called the McPrick sandwich. That's the new McDonald's sandwich served by this guy. Here he goes.
He'll do your dishes.
Cut. Sorry. Ron, this isn't a part of the script. God.
Run. Back to the Dave Darren Show. Did you miss me? Ronald's a good-looking guy compared to me, isn't he? He's a much more mellow guy than me, too. Did you see that guy? You know, this is what I got to say. I'll tell you something. I would go to that church if the pastor was like this. I would go to that church if the pastor was like this. Let me show you the pastor I like in a church that Dave Darren would go to.
Well, I wrote this song for the Christian youth. I want to teach kids the Christian truth. If you want to reach those kids on the street, then you got to do a rap to a hip-hop beat. So I gave my sermon an urban kick. My rhymes are fly, my beats are sick. My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is He's a life changer, miracle arranger, born to the virgin mom in a manger. Water to wine, he's a drink exchanger, and he died for your sins. I preach the word, that's my gig, and I rhyme better than Notorious Big. All the other MCs, I wish them well, but if you live in sin, you burn in hell. Now I'ma pass the mic to my lovely wife. She's a fly MC and the light of my life. So to bust a rhyme without further ado, take it away, Mary Sue.
Jesus Christ is my He's the son of the original G. And he was sent to earth to elucidate the way that we should be. What? Like if another MC says you're a freak, you're a lame butt rapper and your rhymes are weak. I don't get mad and I don't critique. I forgive him and turn the other cheek. I don't blaspheme and I don't brag. I don't cuss and my pants don't sag. I do exude a little Christian swag and I'm proud to be an American.
Jesus Christ is a let his light shine through ya. Let his love pop a cap in your butt and say hallelujah. Jesus Christ is a he's a homie MC, JC, you see. He's an honest, caring, peace-loving like me. If you do drugs and you think you're cool, you need to come to Sunday school. Put those drugs in a garbage can. Stand up tall, you're a Christian man. Word up. I'm freestyling.
Hit me.
I am back! What's the last comment? I'm so officially offended. Censor that. Why? Why censor anything anymore? It's easy to censor. You know what you do? You change the channel and it's censored. It's gone from your life. You never come back again. It's censored. Individual censorship is what I want. I don't want mass-produced censorship. When I watch a TV program, I think I told you guys a couple days ago, you know what pisses me off? Who watches live TV anymore? No one watches live TV, so commercials are useless, aren't they? Who would advertise on TV? Because everyone's pre-recording the live shows. They're playing it back and they're scanning right through all the commercials. And as soon as I'll record a movie. And if I record a movie by mistake on a channel that is going to censor the program, you're going to see edited for time allotted. You know what? I want to see the whole thing. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it cut down to 2 hours when the movie's 2 hours and 32 minutes. I want to see 2 hours and 32 minutes. Cut the commercials out. No one's watching them anyway. I want to see 2 hours and 32 minutes of that movie. I don't want 2 hours with 32 minutes cut out. And I don't want it censored for dialogue taken out, dialogue removed. I want to hear every single F word that's out there. Because I want to hear them. I want to learn new F words. That's what I want. I want a censorship. Who's going on Sunday? Jeff's going to go to church on Sunday? You know, the other thing that's irritating too is there's a church around the corner from me. And we got to worry about all their pristine asses coming out of church. Well, these people, if they're driving cars out of the church parking lot, should be a policeman there to make sure that you have a legal tag on the back of your plate and to make sure that you have a license to drive the car out of the parking lot. Because then you shouldn't be driving. But if you're a driver and you're driving out of the parking lot on the street that's not that crowded, there should not be policemen putting cones up there to block off one lane so all these pristine, holy people that have just been blessed can get out into the street because they are now the morally people. They are the best people on the planet. We got to let them out. We got to let them out. You know what? There was one guy, I loved him. I told my wife I love this guy. You know what he did? He actually ran this. Now, he did it before the church was there and before the police were there. But this is what he did. He ran over the cones. And you know, you're not going to get hurt because they're rubber, right? He ran over the cones. I loved that guy. I wanted to worship that guy. I wanted to get down and pray to that guy because I loved him. He knocked down all the cones. I don't want to see policemen out there in front of a church putting the cones out. So all these cone heads who were coming out of church, now they're all blessed, religious. They received the sacrament. They're coming out, and we got to let them out. Why? Do you know how to drive your car? You drove in there. Drive the hell out. What's the matter with that? Another thing that irritates me, and that wasn't even on my list. Here's my last one. This is my last rant. I'm losing people already. Here we go. My last rant. Can we become booty hunters? No, I'm sorry. Can we become bounty hunters and booty hunters at the same time? I want to have a dual occupation. I want to be a bounty hunter and I want to be a booty hunter. Here's what I mean by that. A bounty hunter. I want to collect money from all of you dicks out there and douches who are on your cell phones who have more modern cars than I do. And you can get Bluetooth on older cars too, by the way. You've got Bluetooth. You're too friggin' lazy to connect your phone to Bluetooth so you get the phone in your ear. There should be a huge fine for that. It should be like, it's because it's more dangerous than drunk driving. You got your cell phone in your ear. You're distracted by the conversation. Your one arm is holding this. Your other arm is probably holding a McDonald's bagel sandwich or something because everyone's driving. Everyone that's on the phone, their mouth is moving, talking to the person. And when the other person on the phone is talking, you know what their mouth is doing? They're eating a hamburger. That's what they're doing. They're getting fatter while they're talking. So they should burn up calories by getting out of the car and walking. Talk on a cell phone and carry the hamburger and do that while you're walking so you burn the calories from the hamburger. But this is what it's amazing the way people are on their cell phones in the car instead of connecting to Bluetooth. They're so friggin' lazy. And then they probably go to the supermarket and they buy all this bad food in the shopping cart. They get to the car and then you know what they do? They leave the shopping cart there. They don't even bother to move it to the place where no one's going to run it over or the wind's not going to blow it and hit into another car. They just leave it anywhere. Unbelievable how lazy people are. And we should be a booty hunter. And I'll tell you why. All these big booties. When you see a big booty, a big ass, you should be allowed to, if you're a bounty hunter and a booty hunter, you should be allowed to spank that bottom. Or you should be able to take a lemon meringue pie, bend it over and slap that lemon meringue pie all over that booty. Get that thing all bootied up with pie and crust and marmalade and cream and all that stuff. Cream that thing up. If you got a big booty like that, I don't want to see it unless it's got a pie on it. That's why I want to see pie-covered booty. That's what I want to see. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean. How's that booty? What do you think about that booty? Doesn't that need a spanking and a pie thrown on it? She's cooking right there. She's probably got dessert. She's probably got a lemon meringue pie. If I was in the kitchen, I'd throw a lemon meringue pie on that booty. You guys like that? Is anyone like that type of booty? Who likes that? Plus, I can't imagine being behind that with the smells of that thing. Ugh, I don't want to see it anymore. How long is this going to run? I forget how long I kept that on. Stop! How do I stop it? Stop! We don't want to see it anymore. Here's what you got to do. If you're a woman watching the show right now and you got a big booty, here's how you work it off, all right? Do this. That'll work your booty to be a pleasant size that all guys like. I'll show it again in case you miss it. Get the hula hoop. Remember hula hoops? You know them. Get them on eBay. Get a hula hoop. Oh. We don't want to see that one again, do we? How did that get up there twice? Everyone loved that one so much. How did it get in there twice? Oh, I see. Okay, let's reduce the booty. Here we go again. No one called tonight except for the telemarketer trying to get me a job. Other than that, no one called. I'm so hostile you can't make the phone ring. So you know what I'm going to do? I got to tell you guys something else that's happening. Seems like my Tuesday, I was trying to entertain you guys on a Tuesday, a Wednesday, and a Thursday. You know what happens? Tuesday, I get some audience. Wednesday, I get less audience. Thursday's a disaster. I'm surprised I got anyone listening tonight. This is a rarity. So you know what I'm going to do? I got to do it. I got to do it. Because I'm burning up too much calorie. I want to get a bigger booty. I'm burning up too much calorie, so I'm going to just do a show once a week now. It's going to be Thursday. They're going to be short and sweet. I'm just going to talk as long as I want to talk. For instance, I talked for 36 minutes tonight. I'm going to stop the show in about 5 minutes because no one's calling, so no one's interested. So I'm going to do shows as long as I feel like doing them in duration. I'm going to do them once a week on Thursday night, and it's going to be 5 o'clock on Thursday night. That's 4 o'clock California time, Pacific time, 5 o'clock Arizona time, and that will be 7 o'clock East Coast time. And that makes it so it's midnight UK time. I'm trying to make the show so people from the UK can watch as well. It's going to be one night a week, guys. That's all I'm going to do. It seems like the format of the big guys that are popular, the Howard Sterns, the Art Bells, All the political people, they do 5 nights a week because they're professionals at it. I'm not. I do it at an amateur level. Trying to do an amateur show 3 nights a week is stupid. It's stupid. You got to have a rock in your head. So instead of doing 3 nights a week, which is stupid, I'm just going to do 1 night a week, Thursday nights. That's what it comes down to. That's it. That's all I got for tonight. And the shows are going to be, I'm not going to make them go on and keep dwelling on longer and longer to complete the full hour. When they end now, they end now. That's all I got for tonight, guys. I shall see you later. I shall see you next Thursday. This all happens next Thursday. I'm going to end the show for any of you guys that have been watching the show, smoking a joint, or are going to smoke a joint now. Here we go with the closer, the marijuana song. That's all I got for tonight, guys. See you a week from tonight at an earlier time. Don't forget, 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Arizona time, 12 midnight UK time. That's all I got for tonight, guys. See ya.
I don't know. What do you think now? The marijuana song. Yeah, man. Yeah. This is going to be a #1 hit. It's miles better than the Lango song. Yeah.
This is a song about the no smoking ban. We had a no smoking ban in Australia, but we changed it. They just had a no smoking ban here in Ireland. Down in Australia, had to change the rules. All the kids were getting busted, smoking drugs in school. We couldn't have our young politicians growing up with drug convictions pulled. Just change the rules. Smoking that marijuana. Australiana. Saving and pills, cheaper than booze, and get you like a bent banana. Smoking that marijuana. Australiana. Saving and pills, cheaper than booze, you can buy from your local farm.
1, 2.
Down in Tasmania, that's where I come from. Galaxos growing poppies everywhere, and we're all on the opium. Up there in Sydney, that's the gay community. They're having a real gay time, cause they're all on the ecstasy. And up there in Queensland, think they've got the class. Look out their back garden, they're all growing grass, smoking that marijuana. Australiana, saving and pills, cheaper than booze, get you like a bent banana, smoking that marijuana. Australiana, saving and pills, cheaper than booze, you can buy from your local farmer. Over here in Europe, that's a bloody joke. They tell us all what to do and they're all snorting coke.
Absolutely.
It's legal in Holland, it's legal in Switzerland. When I was smoking in Deutschland, they just didn't give a damn. Over there in England, they've got the Union Jack. Bunch of bloody know-it-alls, and they're all smoking crack, smoking it. Marijuana, Australiana, saving and pills, saving and booze, to get you like a bent banana, smoking it. Marijuana, Australiana, saving and pills, saving and booze, you can buy from your local farmer. Over here in Ireland, Catholic Church has got the cash. No one really gives a toss, they're too busy smoking hash. What about the Americans? Hey, what about the Americans?
Connecticut.
What about the Americans? They turned into mugs. They lost the war in Vietnam and they've lost the war on drugs. So spread the word about the herbs of herb. Go outside, plant a few seeds, grow a few weeds, and let's get high. Marijuana, Australiana, saving and pills, saving and booze, to get you like a big banana, smoking that marijuana, Australiana, saving and pills, saving and booze, you can buy from your local banana.
And all those guys that left, you're missing the bonus. You're missing a bonus. This is the real closer of the show. You missed the bonus. Here we go, guys. Enjoy this. It's coming up on Christmas. Here's a Charlie Sheen Christmas for you guys. Cheers. I'll see you next week. All those guys that missed it, eat your heart out.
Don't call me right
Here's
now.
the story
Anybody.
of a lovely lady who was bringing up 3 very lovely girls.
I have done only one gangbang on camera, sitting there in panties.
Babaloo, babaloo. Can you hear me?
Of a man named Brady, who was busy with 3 boys of his own. They were poor, living all together, yet they were all alone.
Hi guys!
Till the one day
Today we're going to be discussing.
Oh, lovely. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I like to call it the butt sex.
Pustagucci. I don't give a fuck. Exactly.
If, by chance,
Hold on, let me see if this can even...
this happens, can I stick it in your butt?
Pay me.
Get our shit together.
Would that be facial or butthole? Facial or butthole? Disappearing. Like, bye-bye. That's what I thought. Fucking brilliant. Covers it. Thank you. How can that be it?